If you want to know how to get paid by YouTube without struggle, at the end of this video, you're going to have a short and specific list of things to do in order to get paid by YouTube easily, avoiding many of the mistakes that I personally made. However, it's not as easy as other people make it seem. So with the right tips from me, you're going to be all set. So then, let's get into it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And if you want to know how to get paid by YouTube without struggle, you need to have the idea that you want to talk about in your head written down. I personally like to write things down if I'm future planning. You must also have the direction, meaning the beginning, middle, and end of the video mapped out in your mind, also written down. Sometimes bullet points are good enough. Do you currently use this method? Ask yourself if you aren't. Maybe could this make my videos have a greater effect on my viewers? Next, be as authentic as possible. So don't talk about what you don't know, or haven't experienced, or can't personally advise on, etc. Because you will not sound genuine and people will be able to see right through that. And I personally have decided that I don't want to talk about anything that I don't know. Next, make sure you film in the most authentic location possible. People love to feel immersed into the video, and it helps when you're showing them things relative to the topic in person, or you being as real as you can be in as real of a place that is in line with your life and experience that you're sharing with your viewers. And if you want to know how to get paid by YouTube without struggle, the next thing to do is to make videos at least 20 minutes long. What this does is give viewers more to watch, builds up your watch time, allowing you to get monetized quicker. It also gets picked up by the algorithm. Lets the algorithm know that people are spending more time watching your videos, and will also result in it getting boosted. So as YouTubers, as we're called, it's easy for us to get caught up in the extra unnecessary steps, but it's a must to create a close-up personal connection with the viewer by sharing personal stories of struggle that you have overcome, which can teach or help others. And if you guys haven't watched my other content, you're going to know this is exactly what I get into. It not only helps others, but it helps me as well. It's like a form of therapy. But getting paid by YouTube is actually easily attainable, but people complicate it. And one of the only things you should be concerned about is this: what is the core emotion you want others to feel? Is it inspiration? Is it community? Is it comfort? Ask yourself, how does my experience connect with the viewers? Things like, I used to struggle with this or with that, are what you should be saying. Also, share why this matters to you, and think, where can I inject vulnerability? For example, I made mistakes with this or with that or XYZ, and people tend to respond to realness. Next, you have to ask yourself, how can I make this feel more like a conversation? That's by using words like we and asking questions. Also, ask yourself, what is the takeaway beyond the information? How will this video leave the viewer empowered? So, are you ready for the 3 most important ways that, if implemented, will lead to you getting paid by YouTube? Number 1, first, is the epiphany bridge. This starts with a problem or obstacle, then there's a story whose moral leads to an epiphany, and as a result, the epiphany helps someone overcome a limiting belief or an obstacle and arrive at a new destination. So for example, I thought it was too late to start YouTube. Then share a story about creators starting in the last 6 months or so and having success. As people, we can often get discouraged from even starting something great for ourselves or for others. Second, if you want to have monetization on YouTube, you want to have a title and a thumbnail that match as well as match with what you're talking about in your video. So people must look at the title and be intrigued by it, but also when they look at the title, it makes sense. That would be the title to match with the thumbnail. Then, to follow must be the words that you're speaking in the video, which must match what the title and thumbnail are talking about. You have to express that to the viewer within the first few seconds of the video, or else they will click away, which then reduces your click-through rate, which then negatively affects your YouTube promoting your video through the algorithm. Last but not least, if you want to get paid through YouTube, you need to be consistent. You heard it a million times. I personally have to make daily deposits into the YouTube world, and it has been proven to work. So subscribe and tell me your personal stories, successes, and struggles in the comments below. Talk to you soon.